Where and when were you born?
The state of Florida, Broward County, Fort Lauderdale, in the year 1971.
When did you arrive in your new location?
It was the year 1996.
How old were you?
25.
Describe your original home.
My original home. After I immigrated, or?
Before you immigrated.
Oh, before we immigrated. Actually, we owned a very, very old home. It was a very, very old home built in the 1840s. It's been torn down.
Okay. What do you miss about your original home?
The old charm, the large, very, very large yard, the secret passages.
Secret passages?
There were two secret passages. There was a hidden stairway, and that went through all three floors of the house. And there was a tunnel that went from the house to the garage, which was not connected. And they were secretive. The house used to be the mortuary at one point in time.
What was your life like there?
Well, I was a child. It was doing things that kids do.
Okay. Why did your family leave? What factors pushed or pulled you?
Well, we left to move to the Ohio to be closer to my wife's family.
What experiences did you have in your journey?
Snowstorms, blizzard. We left one day, and by the time we got around through the next night, it was a blizzard. It was crazy, and kept on going, and other experiences in the journey. Not very out of the ordinary, I guess. Just finding more things out about my wife's family, who I hadn't really known before.
What challenges did you face adjusting to life in Ohio?
Oh, actually a quicker pace. And since we moved to Cincinnati in Ohio, a larger city, with more people and sports and activities, just slightly larger city. I like more open space, and we had some open space, but the moving here with the higher population, it was not overwhelming because I don't like it. I've been to big cities before, but Cincinnati, I always tell people, is the right size town. So.
What does it mean to be Ohioan?
What does it mean to be an Ohioan? It means that you have some political pull. Apparently there are far too many Ohioans that are fence sitters and don't know what they're doing politically. So you get a lot of the information from the candidates themselves that a lot of other states don't get. So I'm happy for that.
Do you feel mostly Ohioan or something else?
Well, I do feel quite a bit Ohioan. Um, I always tell people I love to back the hometown team. Of course, I'll always also be from where I grew up. So,
Can a person be an Ohioan and still keep his or her native culture? Why or why not?
absolutely. And sure, my culture is simply from the other state I come from, and here, though, in Ohio, in people are warm. People are warm and welcoming, no matter race, creed, culture, background, and they're very open and enjoy, learning about other cultures and even other areas of our own nation that they might not know about or have been to.
What laws should the U.S. have toward immigration and immigrants?
I think the laws that we have are fine toward immigration and immigrants, and there is a process to become a member of this nation, to become a citizen, and I think that process is important, and actually that process brings those immigrants up to a standard far above what even I achieved in high school in learning of my nation and knowing of the different things about my nation. And so we definitely need those steps to instill our citizens with a community, with a heart of community, and that community pride, and start with local community and local community pride. That's got to be the strongest. Starts in your very own neighborhood. If you're not friends with your neighbors, you're not doing a good job as a citizen of these United States.
Should the U.S. be open to all immigrants, or should immigration be limited as it is now? Why?
Well, we do limit immigration right now, and we always have. And again, since we became a nation, it's been limited only to those who take those steps to become a citizen of the nation. And again, like I said before, I think that's very important. Again, because it teaches those people who desire to enter this country to find a way to make it happen. Because as a nation, we do have a way to make it happen. And sometimes it can be almost overwhelming. I have heard of other stories of volunteers who worked with our military while they were overseas, and because they worked with our military while they were overseas, and our military has since pulled out of those areas, they're targets, and they're targets in their own nation. And so, we should make it a little easier for those people to come over, and yet still, many of those people take the effort and make the huge paperwork and huge sacrifices in order to become citizens of these United States. And they still make them. There's no excuse for not making them if these people are.
What advice would you give to someone thinking about moving to Ohio?
Plan on hot, muggy, steamy, mosquito-filled summers and cold, icy, sometimes snowy winters. The high humidity and the cold temperatures really makes it feel cold. We get both right here in the Ohio because of the weather flow and the Ohio River.